Oi, කතා කරන්න. Right. Below that, right? Calculating the gradient of a straight line. Calculating the gradient of a straight line. Theory 5. Calculating the gradient of a straight line. Calculating the gradient of a straight line. If the coordinates of 2 points are given, if the coordinates of 2 points on the straight line segment are given, calculating the gradient of a straight line if the coordinates of 2 points on the straight line are given. On the straight line are given. Y-axis, x-axis. මෙහෙම ගමුකෝ. We have capital A point and we have another capital B point. And we have a B මෙතන මං ගන්න මෙතන C කියලා ගන්නවා. This one XA, YA, XB, YB, XC, YC. ඔහොම ගමුකෝ. So I need to calculate the gradient of this. So we know that. Now I'm not going to draw everything. Let's draw a perpendicular straight line segment to the x-axis and perpendicular straight line segment like this. We know the heights now. This one is YB, this one is YA, this is YB minus YA. Sorry, XB minus XA. Sorry, XB minus XA. This is YB minus YA. How about this? මේ height එක මොකක්ද? YC minus YB. How about this length? Length එක මොකක්ද? XC minus XB. XC minus XB. We know that the angle here is going to be the same by these are horizontal lines, parallel lines, alternate angles are equal. Alternate angles are equal. So let's take the gradient of this AB part as MAB, gradient of this BC part as MBC. We know that the gradient, if I'm considering the AB portion or AB part of the straight line segment, we know that the gradient of a straight line segment is given by the tan ratio of the angle made by the straight line segment with the positive side of the x-axis, right? මේ මොකක්ද මේ රණ්ඩුවක් කියන්නේ chat box එකේ? Okay. මොකක්ද අවුල online ළමයි? මොකක්ද වෙන්න ඕන? We are doing that right now. මොකක්ද බං? Someone asked what's the note under theory 5. ඒක දුන්නනේ මං. What's the note under theory 5? The calculating the gradient of a straight line if the coordinates of 2 points on the straight line are given. Okay, so tan ratio of the angle theta. So if you take this right angle triangle here, we know the tan ratio is what, Putha? What's the tan ratio? Opposite side, which is YB minus YA divided by the adjacent side XB minus XA. XB minus XA. මේක පේනවද ශාගර්? So if I'm taking the BC straight line segment, gradient is MBC. What's the tan ratio? Opposite side divided by the adjacent side, YC minus YB divided by XC minus XB. x3 minus xb, or as tan ratio, it's still tan ratio of theta, so we will get mbc tan ratio is going to be yc minus yb over xc minus xb, xc minus xb. Ahanginde, listen carefully, huh? Listen. There are two things that we are going to discuss. Number one, we can see that if we need to calculate the gradient of a straight line, that if 2 points on the straight line is known, difference of the y coordinates divided by the difference of x coordinates. Same application is here. But here we get yb minus y, here we have yc minus yb. Buddha, remember when it comes to a continuous straight line segment, the gradient at any point is going to be the same. Hamma තැනකම තියෙන gradients are same. So MAB is equals to MBC. What's the reason? Because gradient is uniform on a straight line segment. Gradient is uniform on a straight line segment. Hinda. So therefore, yb minus ya over xb minus xa is equals to yc minus yb over xc minus xb. So remember, Puta, listen, remember that when it comes to a straight line segment, if you want to calculate the gradient of the straight line, you can select any 2 points on the straight line segment and calculate the gradient. Any 2 points. Eka මේ දෙක වෙන්න පුළුවන්, or these two, or if you want you can take this A and C. Still you are going to get the same gradient. What's the conclusion that we can get from this? What's the conclusion? We can select any 2 points on the straight line segment to calculate its gradient. Its gradient. Hare? This is something you already know, but ඔයාලගේ syllabus එක උගන්වන්න කියලා තියෙන හින්දා කරලා වෙන්නවා. So gradient is going to be a constant through on a straight line segment. As a summary, if you want to calculate the gradient of a straight line segment AB, okay, and if you know the coordinates x1 comma y1, coordinates x2 comma y2 now, gradient usually denoted by simple m. Gradient is equals to difference of y coordinates y2 minus y1, difference of x coordinates x2 minus x1. But make a vitaramada? No, Puta. You can take the other way around also. Y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2 kila ganna puluwan. So there is nothing that there is no rule that the upper point should be the one that we have to prioritize killer. You can start from here as well. So however, this is how we have to calculate the gradient. Difference of the y coordinates divided by the difference of x coordinates. ඕක තමයි O level වල delta y divided by delta x ගාගෙන කටපාඩම් කරන්නේ. හරි? So this is just difference of y coordinates divided by difference of x coordinates. Right. Quickly write it down. මං කියවනේ මේක theory ගොඩක් තියෙන්නේ.